Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Total War Attila featuring Medieval Kingdoms and the 1212 AD mod. We've kind of got ourselves set up for some battles, but before we hit that next turn button to get the siege equipment built so we can move forward on those, there is a couple issues I want to kind of deal with here real quick. One is over here in Lyon. Kind of looking at the numbers for this city and this area here. Public order is a slight issue. We're changing in the negative. We only have a slight positive left, and I think now is the time. Our food is iffy also. It doesn't look like we're going to grow anytime soon, so we can't count on being able to build a public order building. I think right at the moment, right off the bat, Lyon is one of those candidates for a governor, and I think we're going to get in there and give them a governor. Who, you might say, should we use? And I'm kind of leaning towards a family member right now, and that is not my heir, but we're taking a kind of thinking about Henry as our person to put in there. So if we do that, let's see. NA's right there. He can go in without a cost, as opposed to hiring these guys where there's a cost to put in a governor. Family member is free, and I think we're going to do that. Now immediately his character does not have the ability to have an immediate impact on, his authority isn't even any good or any amazing amount, but that's who we're going with. And that's what we're going to count on for public order. We have the away for public order by just increasing authority a couple. That'll help make a difference there when he gets his first promotions. I don't know if we have anybody here that will help as far as that is concerned. Tax rate, but that's not an issue. Research rate, morale, nothing to do with public order. So why don't we just up our research rate a little bit here by giving him a learned tutor. Sanitation isn't a huge issue for us. Since he is a family member, we'll give him a guard dog. And finally, what do we have here? We can help protect. Ooh, if we give him the Great Helm, that already right there is going to help public order a tiny bit because of the authority that comes with it. So we're going to try that out and call that particular promotion and assignment done. We still have, I believe, a couple openings left for governor, but we're going to kind of keep those in our back pocket for emergencies like Lyon that I just didn't look like we were going to be able to fix. So we got Dublin under control, we got that under control. The only other one I want to look at that's not exactly in control is Bristol. The fortunate thing about Bristol is we have the ability to build a building that will help us out, and one of those buildings I believe is the city square. Actually, as far as public order, there's lots of choices we have. We can immediately get it with the town barracks. That eats into food consumption and costs money though. And Bristol does have positive food. Public order will also be increased by a Catholic chapel, too. That may just be the simplest way to do it. If we go with the city square, that helps public order, and then that gives us some other options off the city square, like the gibbet, things of that nature to help with our public order. This eats into maintenance costs, so I don't know that I want to go with the church right away. Let's take a look at the city square. Now, if we build up off the city square, we do have that's the route I'm going to go. That's the route we're going to start. Is city square to help start combating our public order issues here. All right, so I think we're set up at this point to take that next turn. and then we'll see if we can't proceed with some battles here. We'll drop in as usual if anything pops up mid-turn. Otherwise, let's get to it. Aha, one thing it did remind me, I knew I didn't assign a governor, but hey, we got an edict down Lyon, and if we choose, in fact, that's the one I think we will choose, is the public order edict temporarily. Once we get public order then back under control down here, we will be able to switch that off to more money related. So this is the one. We're going to empower the local ruler, public order +4 with that one. So that should get Lyon under control quickly. All right, so let's go back to there. Next turn. We'll see you on the other side.
An offer of peace from
Oh, who do we have here? They want a peace treaty already. They're not looking forward to this upcoming battle. We are going to decline on the peace treaty. Okay, war weariness. War weariness has increased. Your people grow angry and demand an end to these incessant wars. Worse still, your troops begin to show fatigue from your long military campaigns. If your men can no longer fight, then the fighting will soon come to an end, but likely not in the way that you intended. You should begin the peace process. Your subjects need respite from conflict. Give them time to heal, and your men time to recover. So we have hit the limit. Crazy. It would be nice. We have the chance this turn to be able to have peace for the first time in ages. So we'll keep that in the back of our mind. There's more impetus, more incentive to gain peace. Okay, military investment Dijon, military investment Dublin. If we can finish those investments and hopefully they pay off, a war could be over. We've got, oh boy, have we got some traits here. Let's go see who's got them. William, good in a fight. Oh, this is our newest son that's come of age, correct? Trait gained keen, plus morale, +5 morale when attacking. Stranger to fear plus zeal. Very good trait to pick up. So he's picking up some nice traits. Loyal. This man's loyalty to crown and state is beyond question. And rally 1, beyond brave. This man inspires courage in his followers. So William would appear to be a new asset to our command. If we can hold on to our command and our other nobles, that will be nice. So we've empowered the local ruler. Our public order should be much better now, and we got some new ranks on governors that we're going to hand out real quick. Rank gained for Adam over in Rouen, Normandy. We've got decent sanitation +2. We've got decent public order +3. So let's get in there and see what kind of promotion makes sense with all that information. Kind of thinking over here tax rate is done, unfortunately. Let's see, authority could be okay. Maintenance cost for governed province, so cunning, if we can increase cunning, can be helpful. So cunning and authority, but in the meantime, we'll also do builder to lower some construction costs. So do we have cunning available anywhere around here? We do down here. Well, we're going to go with the builder, and we're going to go with 1 tick of authority on this particular promotion. Next we have Mark. He is in London, Sussex. Let's get over there. And in London we are looking at even Stephen sanitation. We are looking at barely plus public order, so some extra public order perks might not be a bad thing. We do have the ability to upgrade the leprosarium, and while we're here, I'm going to spend the money to do that, just to get sanitation better than even Steven. And let's go look at our governor. What other things do we have that could help us in this instance? We can increase the sanitation this way. The sanitation will become very good. So we're going to bring the house cat into the situation here. And we are going to increase. Let's see. Authority will help build. Public order is good with your authority. You have some amazing authority over here. Wouldn't be bad to gain you some cunning somehow also to help with maintenance costs in this province. And wealth from cultural buildings. We're going to give 1 tick of public order, and we are going to give 1 tick of improving wealth from cultural buildings. And finally, we got Ralph down here over in Nottingham. Oh, he's our general, I believe, over there. Is that not so? Yes, it is. So we'll see what things can help him there. Morale of the commander's unit, upkeep costs for commanded force, and zeal helping missile damage for the commander's unit, melee damage for the commanders. So zeal improves our commander's unit. Having morale a boost as an attacker is not bad. And the authority for the extra morale is not bad. So we're going to go this way and this way. We're going to do the attacker, increase morale when attacking, and commander extra authority, which will improve our morale for the commander's unit. Do we have any goodies here that make sense for this army? We're going to improve some armor for the commander's unit. He doesn't have any longbowmen yet, so we won't do anything there. And we're going to improve the melee attack for the commander's unit. And that's it for now. And there we go. I've noticed our income is slowly improving, and we are going to start out on this episode, as far as battles go, down here in Dijon. We're going to finally, this would bring to conclusion, if we can be victorious here, this would bring to conclusion, if you think about it, our very first war with the French. This is their last remaining vassal or ally, whatever you want to call Dijon and the Duchy of Burgundy. All right, I think there's nothing else left to do at this point. Let's just get in here and fight it out. Siege equipment is built. Here's our forces. We'll take a look. It's showing pretty even battle coming up. We have some decent forces here in Burgundy, though, that are adding to it. Some dismounted chevaliers and a couple units of chevaliers. So these are no easy pushovers. Some more chevaliers there. These are not necessarily, well, maybe not the levies are ones and the levy crossbowmen per se, but there are some talented troops mixed in there, so we're going to have to be aware of that as we work on this attack. All right, we'll see you down on the battlefield. Okay, we got some nice weather conditions for this battle, so we'll start the deployment. Let's kind of take a look at the map. Looks like the towers on this side are the ones we were able to impact during the siege. Over here they are full strength, so our attack is going to be coming on this side. So we'll be right back once I get the troops that are currently not set up where I want them. We'll get them set up over here the way we need them, and we'll be right back to start the attack. The one advantage we have when you're looking around at our troops, it's down here, and that is the experience that we have. We have battle-tested, somewhat battle-hardened troops, you can even say, and that hopefully will be our advantage in this very potentially close battle, at least according to the initial power meter. Okay, the battle's set up. We have all our archers on this side ready to move forward against their walls to try and take out any opposition they have on this side. I'm not doing any feints anywhere else with cavalry, battering rams, whatever. It's all out all the time on this side that we're doing. Got a battering ram placed up. We got 4 ladders here and 4 ladders over on this part of the wall, and then waiting in reserves for a gate to be bashed open somehow are the cavalry units. We've got everybody. The billman is manning the battering ram, spear, and other soldiers. The English foot knights and the medium melee sergeants are kind of interspersed. In the past, I've often grouped all the spears, grouped all the others, because that's, who knows why, but that's the way I've done it. This time we've got different styles of troop and abilities of troop mixed in on all the different ladders, so there's no definite one strong point where I'm trying to punch through per se. The only bad thing is I do have no backup, so my initial attack is it, and my initial attack is what needs to take the walls. All right, let's go see how they set up. I imagine they're primarily going to be ready for us on this side, so let's get this thing started. At the double, our archers move forward, and at the double they're going to have some oppositions. We're going to get our battering ram moved forward first, allowing the longbowmen just a little time to soften up the enemy defenses. And it is pretty much as we suspected. We have a catapult back on the other side, so that's a good placement as far as we're concerned. And what we're mostly seeing are a lot of ranged units and some cavalry. One thing I didn't do, and we're going to do it really quick right now, we didn't change the regular shot. Boom, now we're ready. All right, time to bring the ladders up also. Okay, we've taken out one of their crossbowmen, get them wavering already. That's good to see. Our longbowmen are good at softening up the defenses. We do see a barrier up top, so when we break through, we're definitely going to have to go straight forward to get anywhere. I'm going to center right now on some spearmen in the center and focus on softening them up. Over on the perimeter, we're going to see if we can't weaken down. Those are heavy shot cavalry. Maybe what we do is we go back to a little bit of heavy shot for these 2 units and see if we can't do some damage over on the heavy shot cavalry. Yeah, we're taking it to the spear unit here, so not a lot of melee defense at the moment. Hopefully we can weaken that down for us. And no damage yet on the heavy chevaliers. Battering ram has reached the gates in one piece. Let's see if we're able to batter through this puppy. Okay, the spearmen, they're hanging in there. Time to focus some of our guys on some second tier units, so let our own guys that are climbing the walls worry about the guys right up front. And we'll have this last unit working against them over here. Are we making any progress against the heavy troops over here? Yes, we are. The walls are being breached. Yeah, reached and breached. We have some cavalry units of theirs wandering around. The billmen have been hurt by our archers, and we're going to focus some more archers now. I see some sergeants over here running around. And the chevaliers are taking it with that heavy shot. They have weakened tremendously. I'm going to take our spearmen to try and finish off the horsemen over here. Not that we haven't had, okay, not that it's been a bad job by the rest of our troops, but we're going to finish it off that way. Let's get these guys back off heavy shot. Back to regular, and take them off fire at will and put them back on fire at will until I come up with some new targets for them. These two units on this side are going to be tasked with keeping us from getting flanked and caught in. We're going to start bringing our units down off the wall. And we are now through the wall too, so we're going to have the opportunity. Oh, we're not quite through the wall. We're almost through the wall. Visually, it looked like we were. Then our cavalry will be able to pour through. We got some cavalry up there. We got some spearmen down here. Seems like a perfect time. Let's start helping out in the rear over here with these horses, with some of our spear that we have. Lock them in if we can. And the billmen, it's time for you to come in, and it will be time to bring our own cavalry in. We'll bring them up to the gates to start. Okay, billmen are enclosing here on their sergeants. We got our own English foot knights that are come up for support there too. We're just holding kind of steady here in the center. We got our spears able to come over in the backs over here. Hopefully that will wear down on their cavalry units. We're already seeing numbers going down on this one. Okay, we've broken through on this side, helping our back side and keep it protected. We're going to keep moving forward against those units. We don't have the best matchup on the front against their cavalry, but we definitely do on the back side. We got a bit of a melee lockdown at the moment. The fighting is fierce. I can't get my spearmen up towards their cavalry very much to be effective, but we'll try. You can see them trying to push forward a little bit. One cavalry unit is starting to fold. Hopefully that's going to have a ripple effect now. We can keep our swords focused on their swords, where I think we have an advantage, and try to keep our spears against the cavalry. Yes, we've broken through. If it wasn't so bottlenecked, I'd charge my cavalry in there right now. But I feel very bottlenecked, and I don't think we have great effectiveness, so we'll keep bringing our spears around on this side. Try help breaking through. Oh, he's recovered a little bit, so we got to keep our eye on him. And they are backing up now. They are making it possible for us. Let's kind of lock these last few units in together here. We may have a path for cavalry all of a sudden. Right, let's see if we can't get them over here to the side. We blunt their moving back at all. I worry about crossfire from these crossbowmen. These guys may be a little bit of a sacrificial lamb to try and slow them up as we finish off the remaining swordsmen down here. And there we go. There's our cavalry pushing their way through. It's time to start approaching down this way. And with cavalry kind of leading off here, let's lead off with our spears. Is cavalry broken through yet? Not really. They're kind of tied up in the mass of units here in the center. Let's see if we can break them free. Give them a little more freement and ability, freedom of movement, so they can use their strengths. Okay, swordsmen are breaking through there. We're going to keep pushing against. Fortunately, our melee troops now have an advantage. We'll keep the spears to lock up here and try to get our swordsmen through on this side to help out those units that are sandwiching us over here in the center. And it is time to get our cavalry moving around again. Yeah, we seem to have the gates and the walls here. We have some swordsmen and billmen. Let's see if we can't move them forward now that the walls are ours. Our units here in the center have been tough, having crossbowmen coming at them from multiple units or multiple directions. Time to get our sword units refocused now that we are secure here. In fact, we're going to send our cavalry over this way and greet these crossbowmen. Not super nimble through these streets, but they're moving now. They are moving. Taking shots from the towers, but we're moving. We're going to be hard to hit. They turn to face us, but they will not be able to hold up. Let's take a look elsewhere, make sure everything is in hand so we don't get too focused down. I don't see any generals up top. It looks like everything else is under control. It kind of looks like this is the last stand. This is the last battle against our cavalry units here. We got a swords unit that's made it down this far too. I don't think there's going to be time for any further maneuverings, but we're going to try bringing some other cavalry in. We're going to take this mob up the hill to try and take this city center as we finish off the last of their effective fighting units down this street here. Bring this cavalry over here. This cavalry's coming down this long street, this long boulevard. Help come up behind on these guys, see if they can't shorten this battle. These crossbowmen are hanging tough right now. Except the support for us to help shorten this battle is coming up really, really fast, right around the curve. The targets are in sight. And they folded fast once we closed them in. We're grabbing their city center as we speak, and the battle is over in victory. Nice decisive victory. What showed as an even power meter, we were able to overcome and turn around on the strength of our longbowmen to soften the defenses, and then once we got inside, all our other units really pounded strong. We had losses of 751 compared to their losses of 2181. 219 remaining, but this is a city battle. I don't know how much they'll be remaining in the end. And Dijon, the Burgundy has been defeated. We're going to see if we can't subjugate them and see how that works for us. That's a mechanic we have not looked at doing and looked to try out. So let's try the little bit of subjugation here.
Ready for orders.
And there we go. So I would assume that means they are our vassal. We'll keep an eye on that and figure that out here going forward. Yep, there it is, your vassal. So our first vassal has been obtained. Let's go in here, and we got some promotions for both our leader and our army. Look at that influence, 237. What a battler he's been, William. What do we need for his army? Not a lot. We can lower recruitment cost, and we can lower battle movement speed, or I guess increase lower cost and increase battle speed. So there we go. There's our promotions there. The army, what are we looking at? Integrity is good. We aren't going to do any kind of executing. Missile attack rate, that's going to increase because they've been vital to our success. Missile damage, are we able to move up to that next level now? Yes, we are. Oh, this army's strengths are becoming stronger. All right, so that's a nice start there. It's nice to have a vassal under our wings, and one more battle, and we'll be able to have that peace that everyone seems to so desire. I'm going to take a moment to check out the time to figure out if I have to make this a little on the short side battle, or if we have time to continue on up in Dublin. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I don't have as much time to record today, so unfortunately I was hoping maybe to squeeze in a second battle, but I've kind of reached my personal limit on this one. I got some other things I need to accomplish today, so we're going to cut it right here. This episode may be just a tiny bit shorter than average, but not by anything drastic, and fortunately we were able to get a good old battle in here, and to make it even better, a successful battle. So what we're going to do is next time we're going to move up north, and we're going to be starting off next episode with our battle up here in Dublin. This one's power bar wasn't as much in our favor, at least at the outset, but then look at this one we just did. It said the power meter was even, and we handled it pretty well. So let's hope the same results will happen here next time. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. I hope you enjoyed the episode enough to give me a like on it. If you haven't subscribed yet, hey, please hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. I love to hear from all of you, no matter what you have to say. I get a kick out of hearing from y'all. Y'all have a great one. Thanks so much for watching.